you're going for a walk, mister. Jason's was feeling a little sorry for himself this weekend. Just leave him, he'll go later. Bentley's feeling better, everybody, as well. We haven't had any accidents. Everyone's better. Haven't had any accidents for 48 hours. Please, no more accidents, Bentley. Okay, let's get going. So, grab the ball if you've got it. Let's get working. So, placing our feet together, let's turn our toes out to the corners of the room. Realign our heels with our toes and take a moment to evenly distribute our weight between our right and left foot. I want you to pick up those toes and let them breathe into the floor just for a moment. And then from here, anchor up through the body. Remember, as always, thinking strong in the muscles, not locking the joints. So put the tension in the muscles, not into your joints, especially in your knees. Up you come through the body, squeeze the muscles in the bottom, bring your pelvis into your neutral spine. So take a moment to rock that pelvis forward and back. Be aware of how that feels. I want you to go all the way forward, point A, all the way back, point C. And then let's find point B, somewhere in between. As you lengthen up, take a moment to engage through the abdominals, nice and strong. Take a couple of breaths. Let your shoulders relax. Lengthen up through the top of your head. And think about this area being strong and firm. So as you breathe out, start to brace and tense those abdominals. Feel your breath through your ribcage. Relax the arms, take a shoulder roll up to the ear and back down. So big circles through. Let's notice how they feel. So remember, as always, I've posted the timetable for the week in the announcements at the top of this group. So when you go into the group, just click on announcements and you will see the timetable for the week. So just make sure that you check it out, make a note of the classes that you want to do live, and obviously the ones that you want to do on catch up, you absolutely can anytime you want to. The arms are going to come up, they're going to open and come back and down. And again. And I know some of you are taking part in the Fit Mind, Fit Body afternoon on Friday of this week. That is an external little thing. Obviously that was supposed to be delivered in Burwell back in April, but unfortunately you had to cancel it. So I'm going to deliver it virtual via a Facebook group and also via Zoom. If you would like to attend it, me and Nikki, who's taught for you guys before, are going to teach. She's going to teach the bar class for me, which is fantastic. And I'm going to be teaching the rest of the session. So it's a 12 till 4 jam-packed afternoon. And you also get a little gift. And you get a recording of it as well. Let's take that out on the diagonal. Open and close. So breathe that away. Let's open up the chest. Think about how that feels as we stretch. Well done. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Take a right arm, circle back, then the left. Rotate through, open up through those shoulders. So really big movements there. Allow that just to release into the shoulders. Think about how that feels for you. Well done. I'm going to take the right arm back on the diagonal. Now right arm shoulder height. Right arm down low. Right arm lift up to center. Let's do that again. Left arm. So we lift diagonal. Come through to center. Come down low and then up tall. Do that again when you're ready. So we're going to reach back, come to center, come down low, and then lift that arm. Well done. Do that again. So we're going to rotate back to center, come down low, and then lift up. Moving laterally, I'm taking the arms and reaching them down the side of my thighs. So I want you to think about your tummy being really nice and strong throughout all of these exercises. Try not to push the abdominals out, and also not suck them in so that you hold your breath. Now, if this feels good for you, stay here. But if you prefer, let's take that arm over and reach. Starting to open up through the waist. And be aware of how that feels. You're going to do 4 more. Well done. 2. Great work. Wrap the arms around the waist and bend through the knees. Loosen this off. Fantastic. Take a squat. Lift your right knee up. Then squat down. And your left knee. Now, I don't mind if those feet go under your hip bones or even if they go wider. But what I really don't want them to do is go narrower. Because as you naturally put your foot down, your feet will want to come in. And what happens then is you'll find you're going to be off balance and you're going to wobble. So let's try and keep the feet under the hip bones at least. Try and go wider if you can. And remember, when you squat, you're putting your weight in your heels. Lift your toes if you can. Breathe it away. How's it feeling? Are we okay? Press. Lift. Now just pedal through the feet, loosen them off. I want you to take your right knee, we're going to lift it up, it's going to come up, out, back and down, under the hip bones, left leg. So we've got a little bit of a hip opener here. You're coming up and you're opening to the side, back and down. Go again, left, open. With your right knee, lift the knee up, then kick away, open up. Let's stay here, do another 2. If you need to hold on to anything, please do. Change legs over. So I'm coming up and press. Stay in contact with the floor if you prefer as you open that leg out. You don't have to kick too high. Put it down, right leg, lift and kick, up, push it away. So we're really thinking about opening up the pelvis. Go again, so we're going to lift up and out. And be aware of how that feels, yeah? You've got it? Pop it down, take the feet wide and lunge, right to left. I want you to feel the stretch going through your inner and outer thigh. Push that hip open. Your head is up and we feel that stretch. Just working through here, wherever that feels comfortable for you, as you open up. Well done. I'm going to do 4 more. Stay in the stretch if you need to. Last 2 and last 1. Great work. Come to the back of your mat. Place your feet underneath your hip bones. Let's take a breath, and as we exhale, drop your chin and roll forward. Heavy head, hands come to the thigh, and let's stretch away through our back. Look forward. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, and we roll. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll your shoulders back, loosen that off. If you want to, you can lift your arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, and you roll. Drop the chin, heavy head comes forward. We roll through. Now, if this feels good for you today, you're going to stay with this half roll. I actually really prefer the half roll for my back. I get quite a lot of tension coming in my mid-back, and I find that this actually helps to really get rid of it. Much better than a full roll. Now, full roll isn't great. It isn't great if you're obviously pregnant because baby's in the way. It isn't great if you've got any back conditions, especially to do with the discs in your back. And it isn't great also if you've been diagnosed with osteoporosis. So think about here what is going to be good for you. Do you want to stay with this, just this half roll, which is completely safe? Or do you want to take that full roll down? And the full roll really kind of gets into the shoulders a little bit more, and also the back of the legs the lower back. So see how that feels and whether or not you want to do that for you, yeah? Inhale, exhale. Take your time as you're rolling through, coming through and down. Okay, the next time you come down, we're going to hold down. We're going to stay into a calf stretch. Now I'm going to give you a couple of options. So option one is to come down into the floor, bring the hands forward, feet back, and let's pedal through the feet, loosening off the back of the legs. If that is not good for you to be down on the floor, feel free to come up to standing, and you can take a calf stretch here. We can lift and we can lower. So I'm coming up and down on my back heel, up onto the toes, back into the calf there. You can change legs whenever you want. So feel free to choose the calf stretch position that feels better for you. And sometimes it can be because of the shoulders, the wrists. Other times people just don't like being down. That's totally fine. So whenever you're ready, you're going to drop your knees to the floor. We're going to sink back. Walk those fingertips away and take the hands and stretch them out there. Now remember, this is your rest and recovery. You can come here anytime you want. Take the hands over to the right. Left hand on top, head down low. Change over to the other side when that feels good for you. And then you'll come back to centre and press. Well done. Let's place the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, round the back up. Coming into cat stretch and then come through into cow pose. I want you to do that a couple of times. Let that back arch. I'm just changing the music over to the intervals. And our first move that we're going to do is we're going to take a variation of our Superman. Brace the belly, back is lovely and long. I'm taking opposite arm to leg, away and open. Back and down, change sides. Now your hands are under your shoulders and your knees go under your hip bones each time. Have a little check for any hypermobility in your elbows. Remember, I always cue that. The insides of your elbows shouldn't be facing forwards. They should be facing inwards towards each other. You don't have to go very far or very wide as you do this. You are just coming forward and opening. And you don't have to go my speed either. You go your speed. Let's keep your abdominals strong. Think about how that feels for us. Press. Now you can either push back into your shell pose position and release, or you can keep going opposite arm to leg if you want to, your choice. I want you to squeeze the muscles in the bottom. You're flexing your foot as it goes away and you're turning your palm up. Okay, we're going to stay on one side. Do 4 repetitions with the leg open and close. Have a look. You're coming up. Open and close 4 times. So let's go. We come up, open, 2, 3, and 4. Release, change sides. My hands stay still. It's the leg that's opening. 3 and 4. Now, not only does these exercises work your back, because remember midsection means your back as well, but we're also engaging through pelvic floor deeper here by opening up the pelvis, working the outsides of your butt, but also it puts some more of a pull on the tummy. So you'll feel those tummy muscles working for you. Good work. Coming up, pressing away. So these little 4 openers, just finish that off so you've done equal amounts on both sides, and then feel free to take your push back and release anytime you want. Now your next move, gang, is going to be pike to plank. Natalie, I would like you to stay in your Superman, and you're going to come up, opposite arm to leg, and then change and come up. And obviously anyone else who doesn't want to do the pike to plank, that's totally fine. Ready? We're going to go pike to plank. You can come on your elbows if you need to. The longer you stay in the plank, the harder it is. The pike is almost your release. Let's pull in and brace the abdominals. Holding in strong from hip to hip, no change in the back. On the halfway, we can make it harder if we want by reaching the opposite hand back towards the opposite foot. So you're here and then coming back and through. So that really is your choice. And remember, if you don't want to do this, Superman alternating opposite arm to leg is your move. Yeah, you got it? Let's hold it in strong. You're doing great. Breathe it away. Good work. Okay. Have a little release. Let your wrists relax. Loosen that off. And I'm going to move you onto a side plank position. Now, your elbow is going to go under your shoulder. We're going to have the option to be on our knee and extend the top leg. I'm going to bring you up, and we're going to come into a thread like a needle through on this side. If anyone wants to work harder, you come up into a full side plank. Otherwise, you're opening here. Now, Natalie, you can do this, but if you prefer just to hold up and stay in that position, you absolutely can. If you do want to do that little opener through your back, you can. That's not going to do any damage in any way, shape or form. Just going to give you a bit of a stretch in the back. Anyone wants to work harder, you can be up in that full side plank position. And then do your thread like a needle. Be careful, gang. Your elbow doesn't want to be too far away. Put it under your shoulder and keep upright in that position, because otherwise if it's too far forward, there's going to be an impingement on that shoulder. So I want it to be there, underneath. And just watch where your hands go in. So you're opening and you're closing. And then feel free to push back and release. Take that stretch, or you could just hold that side plank if that felt good for you. You're coming over onto the other side. So remember, elbow under the shoulder. You can have your knee down and extend your top leg, arm open, or you can extend both legs into that full side plank. Elbow, making sure it's not too far away. Let's breathe this away, open out the back. I want you to be aware of how that feels. Your hips are stacked, so we're not rocking and rolling through there. Use your top leg to anchor you, and you're opening up your chest here as it goes away. Think about how that feels as you move. Absolutely no rush. So any level that you want to work at is good with me. Come, breathe this away. Doing really well. That's it, strong in that side. Come and take a seat. Okay, place the soles of your feet together, have a little bit of a release. If you've got a ball, grab it. If not, use a rolled up towel and you can place that behind you. We're going to bring that ball back. We can have our legs bent, further away, or we can place our soles of our feet together if that feels good for us. As you push back on the ball, engage through the abdominals. So breathe out and brace. Feel strong and firm. Stay on the right arm. lift, and open. So we do one up and one out, all on the right side. We're not changing sides for this whole minute. So some of you might want to turn as you open that arm out, yeah? Some of you might want to do that. Some of you might not want to. You might want to stay facing forwards as you open that arm out. We're overloading on this one side of the waist. You can move your legs anytime you need to. Just be aware of how that's feeling. Breathe. You're doing really good. Lift. Holding in from hip to hip. You're not going to lose that. Up and away. Good work. Okay, stretch it away. Have a little loosen off through the hips. And we are going to come over onto the other side. So, if you don't want to take the breather, just push back on the ball and hold. So that you've got this kind of almost active rest happening here. We're going to come onto the left side, lifting and opening. Yeah? So think about abdominal muscles, pull them in. Strong, not pushing them out. Lift and take it away. So remember, you've got the choice. You can keep your body facing forwards, or you can add the twist. Whatever's good for you. Now, be careful you're not holding on your leg with your other hand. A lot of people have a tendency to do that, to pull that leg. And I don't want you to do that because it means your tummy's not working. So it's kind of like redundant, you doing the move. So if that's going to happen, just take that hand away. Maybe place it on the chest. So it's out of the equation and you know you're not going to hold on there with that arm. Up and down. Feel that work. On that left side, overloading that left side. Move the legs if you need to. You're holding in from hip to hip. Just finish that off. Take that breather if you need, otherwise push back on the ball and just hold. We're going to place the hands together. I'm going to drop the elbow down and then I'm going to open out. And I'm going to drop the elbow down and I'm going to open out. Natalie, for you, no twist. So you can stay with the open and close, yeah, if that's good. Feel free to let your hips release if you haven't had a bit of a breather. And then when you feel ready, you're coming back. Hands stay together. We're going to drop down here. So we drop and we go out wide. And then we drop and then we go out wide. Good work. So be aware of how this feels as you twist and open. Down. So the twist is getting into the obliques. And the opener is going across the centre of your tummy. Well done. Let's breathe here. Try not to hold the breath. Think about how that's feeling as you're moving. Body is lovely and long, especially through the neck and the head. Try not to get those shoulders to lift up too high. Really feel the waist working. How's it feel? Okay? Just finish that off so you've done equal amounts on both sides. And again, gang, if you want to stay just back into the hold, you absolutely can. Active kind of rest there. Otherwise, come forward, take that breather and loosen off through the back. I'm going to bring you back. Now, what I want you to do is actually bend your knees on this next one because we are going to go same arm, same leg. Yeah, on this. So you're going to press away for this next move as you push here. Get ready. Try not to hold the legs. We're going to come away. Little press. Keep the abdominals in strong. You are holding in from hip to hip, all the way across. That's it. Press and in. So if you didn't see the timetable for today, Brain Fit is all positive affirmations. So it's really, you know, tapping into that kind of positive mindset. Tonight, lift lean is combat versus kettlebells. I think I'm going to do it outside. It's definitely going to be a good one. And then we've got a chill out fitness Pilates at the end of the day, 8 o'clock tonight. Very much chilled session. So depending on what kind of Monday you have, you might want to join me for any of those. Otherwise, you can always watch them on catch up whenever you need. Let's finish this off. Good work. Again, if you want to hold active rest, just push there, stay there, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, take a breather and just release. Now, do you remember in your warm-up, we moved on the diagonal? So we're going to do that, but I'm going to add in from here. So we're going to kind of do a little bit of a sequence. We're going to come out, and we're going to come out, and then we're going to bring the arms up and down, up and release. Ready? Open and close. Arms on the diagonal wide. Up, pull down, up and release. Now go. Diagonal push back. Diagonal push back. Push back on the ball. Hands high. Put it down. Hands high again. Now sit up. Well done. So we go diagonal. Diagonal again. Go up. V. W. You're pushing back on the ball. Then come up. Open. And open. Go wide. V. W. V. And release. So I push back on the ball here. Back. Now push back and stay back. Here. Pull back. In. And release. Breathe it away. Holding in from hip to hip. Just finish this off. Here. Pull. In. Release. Well done. They're tough. I know they are. Really good work. Okay, take that breather. Let's do our 100. So we're going to take one leg away, push back on the ball, beat the arms 5 times with your hands down, 5 times with your hands up, change your legs over. So I'm just going to turn side on so you can see me. Push back onto that ball, bend the knees for everyone, hold strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn hands over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change here. You got it? So 5 with your palms down, 5 with your palms up, and then change over. You're really engaging through those lower abdominals. Excellent work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower abdominals are really working on this one. Good work. Take that breather. Amazing, well done. Take that little breather and loosen that off. Stretch that away. Okay, so I am going to come down into the floor and do abdominal work down here. For you, Natalie, if you want to come over and do, again, any seated exercises, side lying, or even in your Superman, that's going to be better for you. Okay, lovey? Otherwise, gang, we're going to come down to the floor. I'm going to put the ball in between my knees. Over to one side, hands behind the head, and I'm going to reach my top arm down to that top foot. Lift and lower. So I've got the other hand behind the head, just a very, very gentle pull there. Otherwise, it's rib cage to hip bones. Squeezing the ball between the knees means my inner thighs and pelvic floor muscles are going to fire. They're going to work. And again, lower, breathe out, breathe in. Right on the side of your waist. Notice how that feels as you move. Well done. Press and push. Keeping that chin off the chest. Good work. So I'm coming over, round onto my other side. Other hand goes behind the head, just lightly. Moving the knees over to the side, squeeze the ball. That's going to get that connection. And remember, you're coming up on your side, straight up. So your head's going up to the ceiling. You're not twisting forwards. You got it? So, little crunch, rib cage to hip bone on the side of this waist. Ready? So we lift and lower, up and down. Be aware of how that feels. Crunch, lift. You've got this. So we're nice and strong here. Be aware of how that feels. Rib cage to the hip bone. Breathe it away. Excellent. Chin off the chest. Think about how that feels. Press. Good work. Okay, give that a little bit of a release. Feel free here again if you want to, just to roll your knees from right to left. Loosen that off just through your back, wherever you feel comfortable. Otherwise, where we're going is I'm going to place the ball underneath my back of my pelvis. I know that's not right for everyone, so if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You might want to do a rolled up towel instead. Relax the arms. Legs are going to come up tabletop. We're going to take a single leg stretch, a knee drop, and a tap, and then lift and lower. So a single leg stretch, a knee drop, tap down, lift up, scissor, press and in. So it's all on the same leg. Knee drop to the side, tap down, lift the leg straight up, lower, bring it back. So stretch the left leg away, then take the left knee open, then take that left foot, tap down, lift it up, press it away, go again. So we go stretch, knee drop, open, tap down, and then stretch. Single leg, knee open, tap down, come in. Okay, gang, you can hold here. If you want a bit of an active rest, absolutely you can. We've got 2 more moves to do. I want you to brace the belly really nice and strong. So my first move, I'm going to lift my legs up to the ceiling. Bring one leg 45-degree angle, hold it there. This other leg is going to move down and up. So I'm keeping my right leg still, 45-degree angle, left leg is moving. Down and press, down and press. Now there's no change in your back, no change in the abdominals as you do this. That leg is out on the 45 and we're holding strong. Press. On the halfway you are going to change legs. So we lower and lift. Good work, stay with it. Change those legs. So the other leg comes on the 45. We're now moving this other leg down and up. So we keep one leg still, 45-degree angle, like it's kind of almost set in stone. And this other leg is lifting up and down. It's pulling through the tummy. Stay nice and strong. Relax the shoulders. You've got it? Well done. Let's take a bicycle as our active recovery. We've got 1 more move to do and then we are done for this morning. Well, for this class, unless you're joining me for Brain Fit. So let's bicycle round, loosen that off. Staying nice and strong. Last exercise for me today. Bring your legs back to your tabletop position. I'm going to take a single leg stretch, a single leg stretch, and a double leg stretch, really nice and slow. So single, single, double. Now when we do the double, it's easier if you go up higher. So if it's too much for you, feel free to bring that through a little bit higher. I'm flexing my foot as I go away to lengthen the back of my hamstrings and to pull in nice and strong through my waist. Just be aware of how that feels as you move. Your shoulders are down and away and relaxed. Keep it coming down if we can. No change in the back. Really, really well done. Press. Take a release. Good work. Move the ball out of your way and just open up through the pelvis. Open up through the back. If you want to take a bit of a knee roll here, you absolutely can. Loosen that off. Maybe take your knees into you. Hard work, guys, is done. Good work. So let's take a little bit of a breather. I want to relax through your back. Excuse me, Bentley. Being very noisy. So let's just loosen off that back. Well done. Place the soles of the feet together, the knees wide. Open that out. Hello. And then very slowly come up to sitting. What's the matter? There's no one there. Take a seat. One hand down, other hand over. You've worked that way so hard. Well done. Inhale. Exhale, come over. Stretch it away. Hands go back behind you. Lift the chest. So like I said, Brain Fits this morning will be all yoga postures which really kind of aid positive affirmations. We're going to use quite a lot of real strong positive affirmations this morning. Lengthen one leg away and stretch here. Inhale. Exhale and fold just as far as you want to go. Feel that stretch going down the back of your leg, just as far as you want to. And then of course tonight, chill out fitness Pilates. Everything will be deep release work and kind of real relaxing. So if you like kind of like the tail end of my classes normally, then that will be perfect for you. Inhale, exhale, come over. Good work. So just breathe that away. Well done. Place the soles of your feet together. Got a bulldog back behind me. Open up through your hips. Feel that stretch there just as far as you want to go. When it feels right for you, you're going to come round on all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And let's take a moment just to cat stretch. With your cat stretch, I want you to come up in cat stretch, turn your feet to one side and then look towards those feet. So you're crunching on one side of your body. And then come over to the other side. So up in cat, legs over and turn. And then just sink back. Loosen off through the back. Stretch it away. Take the hands over to one side of the room. Outside hand on top. Let's come down low. Change over when you're ready. And bring it back to centre. Slowly you'll come up, lengthen out the back of the legs. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Take a breath, inhale, at the bottom, exhale and we rise. Vertebrae by vertebrae, release the shoulders. Take a breath, inhale. As you exhale, roll down, drop the chin, heavy head, comes forward. We roll through the back, relax here, drop into the shoulders and release. Take a breath at the bottom, inhale, exhale and we rise. Vertebrae by vertebrae, bring the neck and head up last. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale, lift. Exhale and we roll down. Again, just getting rid of any last little bit of tension from the body. Loosen that off. Inhale, exhale and we roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Neck and head comes up last. Inhale, rise. As you exhale down, I want you to find your perfect Pilates posture. Think about everything coming back into alignment for you. Take another breath. As we exhale, we bring our pelvis back into neutral. We brace the abdominals and we squeeze the bottom so we feel really strong through our centre. Hopefully your midsection feels like it's had a great workout this morning. And inhale. And then as you exhale, grow, lengthen. Let your head come further away from your feet. We take the right arm above the head and the left. The right hand forward and the left. The right palm in and the left. Give yourselves and each other a super